Hey guys, it's Bree here. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. You might have seen my last video on the WayV Lucas situation. If you haven't already, make sure to check it out. In that video, I just detailed the accusations made against Lucas that came out between August 23rd and 24th. Today, I'm actually back with an update. I'm just going to tell you guys what has changed since I posted my video last night and then just give my opinion on the entire situation.
I'm saying I don't wanna come down from your love. We'll get lost together like we fight. Don't ever let me come down from your love. From your love. From your love.
So if you haven't already heard, both SM and Label V have released statements about the allegations made against Lucas, and Lucas is currently on hiatus until further notice. So first, let's look at SM's statement. Hello, this is SM Entertainment. We apologize for causing concern over the privacy issue of our artist Lucas. Recognizing the seriousness of this matter, we have decided to stop releasing all content, including music video for WayV Lucas and Hendery's single Jalapeno, which was scheduled to be released at 6 p.m. on the 25th. Lucas is deeply reflecting on the fact that he caused great pain and disappointment due to his own wrong actions, and we also feel responsible for the lack of artist management. Once again, we deeply apologize for causing concern to many people, including fans, with Lucas's privacy issue. And Label V also posted an announcement on Weibo. Hello everyone, this is Label V. Recently, the private life of its artist Lucas has occupied public resources, and we apologize. Aware of the seriousness of this incident, our company decided to suspend the publication of all audio sources, music videos, and all related contents of WayV Lucas and Hendery's single Jalapeno, which was scheduled to be released at 17 o'clock on August 25th. At present, Lucas himself is deeply aware of the great harm caused by others by his past wrong words and deeds and is making profound introspection. Our company also deeply feels that there are deficiencies in the management of artists and has an unshirkable responsibility for this. Finally, once again, we sincerely apologize to all people, including fans, who have been hurt by Lucas's private life. So as you can see by both statements, the publication of the Jalapeno song and music video is suspended. I'm not sure if that means that the release is just postponed or if it's canceled altogether. I'm hoping that it's postponed, but we'll just have to wait and see. In neither of the statements does it say that Lucas was actually guilty of the accusations made against him. It just says, we're sorry that you've been hurt by Lucas's private life. So we don't really know if the allegations are true or false by these statements. So on top of SM and Label V's statements, Lucas also took to Instagram and posted an apology as well. He posted a handwritten apology, then in the actual text of the post, he has the apology typed in Korean and what I believe is Mandarin. This is Lucas. I sincerely apologize to those who have been hurt by my wrong actions. If given the opportunity, I would like to express my apologies in person. I sincerely apologize to the fans who have given me a lot of love and support because of this incident. Looking at the situation in the last few days, I've been able to look back on my past actions and sincerely reflect on myself. Looking back on my past actions like that, it was definitely wrong, and it was an irresponsible act that betrayed the support that the fans have given me for a long time. Once again, I would like to apologize to everyone who may have been disappointed by my actions. We want to make sure this never happens again, and we want to stop all scheduled activities and take time to reflect. Lastly, I would like to apologize for causing damage to our members, company staff, various partners, and broadcasters. I'm really sorry. So on top of the fact that it's very unclear whether the Jalapeno music release is canceled or just postponed, Lucas's apology that he posted on Instagram really does sound like a generic SM template that they use for their artists whenever their artists apologize. The apology is very broad and all-encompassing. Lucas is just apologizing for his past actions. He doesn't really specifically say what wrongdoings he's referring to, and he doesn't really just come out and admit and say, yes, I did this, that, and the third, which is understandable. So from this apology, we can't really 100% say if Lucas did do what he was accused of or if SM just asked him to release an apology just to kind of quell some of the backlash. We know that Lucas has been being dragged by K-netizens and C netizens as well, especially on Weibo. We know that the admins of his biggest fan site on Weibo have resigned. I've also heard of C netizens destroying Lucas merch that they have, so I really think that even if Lucas is innocent, SM probably wanted him to apologize and take responsibility just to show a good face to the public. Another thing that I want to mention, in both SM and Label V's statements, there is no talk of a lawsuit or investigation. I'm sure you guys have seen, usually when allegations come out about a K-pop idol, companies are really quick to say, hey, we're investigating if these allegations are true and we are taking legal action. Even if allegations made against an idol are true, in South Korea you can file a lawsuit if you can kind of prove that certain information is revealed about an artist with malicious intent rather than revealing information to the public for the good of the public. But in both of these statements, we don't see any reference to investigating to see if the allegations are true or filing a lawsuit, so this does make me side-eye the situation even more. Does this mean that there is some truth to the allegations? Does SM know that? Is that why they're not filing a lawsuit? Is that why they're not investigating? I really don't know. I can only speculate here. Now, while it does kind of seem messed up that SM is putting Lucas on hiatus, they are doing this for a reason, and even though it isn't what citizens want, this is kind of SM's way of protecting him until things die down with this scandal, just because the public eye is very critical about what's going on now with the situation, especially in China and in South Korea. So I was thinking about this yesterday. In Western culture, if allegations like these were true, it wouldn't necessarily be a big deal because Lucas is a celebrity and it's his private life, but in idol culture, image and perception is a really, really big deal, and I really think that's why this situation was blown up and out of proportion like it was. I do want to say though, if these allegations aren't true, these girls or these netizens that accused Lucas of doing what they claim he did are really messed up for tarnishing his image and affecting not only Lucas's comeback but hendery's as well, because this also affects hendery, who was also on the song Jalapeno. He had nothing to do with this, as well as the rest of WayV, because if you guys remember, during the SM Congress, it was released that WayV was having a comeback sometime this year. So because of this scandal with Lucas, it could potentially be pushed back, and we really don't know what's going to happen with WayV's comeback. I've also heard that WayV's social media profiles, like on Weibo, etc., have removed their jalapeno profile pics since all of this happened. Now, I also want to address some comments that I saw on my previous video. So for one, I've been seeing a lot of people comparing this case to Kris Wu's case, and to that I just want to say, if you're comparing Lucas's situation where he was just accused of dating and maybe using his ex-girlfriends for money to a situation where someone was accused of committing a crime and is currently arrested and facing charges, I really do think your logic is a little skewed. These two situations are nothing alike. One person committed a crime, one didn't. One is arrested, one is not facing arrest. I really don't see how the two connect. I have seen people say that both of these situations are very political, but honestly, I just think the two cases shouldn't be compared at all. They're completely different. When you're comparing the situation, you're basically comparing Lucas to a criminal currently facing charges. So I don't think that comparison should be made at all. As far as the situation as a whole, in my opinion, this whole scandal is a mess. It's really sad. It's not only just affecting Lucas, but the rest of NCT. I really do feel like the timing of this whole situation is very weird and suspect. I'm still neutral on the situation. We still really don't know what the truth is and what isn't. To be honest with you, the truth might be somewhere in the middle. I honestly don't know, but because I don't have much information besides what I've seen online, and the fact that I know that some of these photos and screenshots could possibly be edited, I do want to stay neutral, but at the same time, I do realize that Lucas is being put on hiatus, and SM really hasn't said anything specific on whether the allegations are true or not. So I'll be following this case closely. I'm wondering if SM will release any more statements on this situation, maybe stating that they're investigating or taking legal action. But to be honest, at this point, I think the best thing is for Lucas to be on hiatus, just because of how huge this situation has blown up, and just because some of the backlash I'm sure he's getting from both K and C netizens, and even some international fans as well. I also want to say, especially in this situation, an apology is not necessarily an admission of guilt. SM is a business. At the end of the day, they do want to protect their monetary gain. And by having Lucas apologize, whether he did what he was accused of or not, by apologizing, he is showing a good face to the public, and this is just SM's way of preserving his image, especially after all the backlash he's recently received due to the accusations. But anyway, guys, I'm just going to wrap up the video here. Let me know what you think about the situation. Tell me, do you agree with SM's decision to put Lucas on hiatus? Do you think that Lucas did do what he was accused of? Do you think he did not do what he was accused of? Or do you think the truth is somewhere in the middle? Let me know in the comments. Also, make sure to join my Discord server if you haven't already. We've been talking about this situation for the past couple days, and we'd love to have you in our community. If you liked this video, make sure to hit the subscribe button, thumbs it up, and ring the bell for upload notifications so you won't miss any of my uploads. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!